Hello, folks. I'm Dr. Kevin Polk with the Act Matrix Academy, and I'm here to tell you about the hero's journey and the Act Matrix. It's really pretty simple, but first I need to introduce you to the Act Matrix in case you're not familiar. There's the web address for the Act Matrix Academy. It's a very simple diagram. Has five senses at the top. That's just your five senses. Your mind, the stuff going on inside your head. Over here where it says toward, these are moves that you make toward who and what's important to you. And away stuff is the things you do to try to lessen stuff like fear and pain and such. So when you do an away move, like you take something for a bellyache, you can get relief. Remember the old jingle, pop, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. You get relief. And over here toward, you move toward, move my camera up a little bit there, toward who's important to you. And when you do that, you get a sense of like satisfaction. So that's the basic Act Matrix. We didn't fill that out, and I'll get to that circle here in a minute. We then fill that out with some questions. The questions in the lower right part are who's important to you. That's the first question, and the most important one, because we humans are social animals. What's important also gets in there. Stuff like jobs and education and such. This is that yucky feeling stuff that I was referring to that you do away moves from. So fear, something frightens you, fear shows up inside of you and you run away or something. And pain, that's a very popular one to get rid of. Lower stuff, and notice that everything down here is inside your skin, in your mind or inside your skin. Now we go to the outside stuff. So these are behaviors, and so how do you lessen or avoid the yucky stuff? So here's the fear or the pain or whatever down here, and now you're going to run away to lessen the fear, or you're going to take medications to lessen the pain. You get the idea. And over here is the toward moves. What are you going to do to move toward who's important to you? Call them, text them, whatever. And what's important? Are you going to show up to work? Are you going to do your homework? That such as that. Now we see the middle, noticing, and this is you noticing all of this stuff. Who's important to you, and noticing this yucky feeling stuff showing up, and noticing yourself doing these away moves, and noticing yourself doing these toward moves. So what about the hero's journey? Well, if you've watched a movie, there was a hero. And in this case, we put the hero down here. So think something like Bilbo Baggins of The Hobbit, or some other favorite of yours where it's a journey story. And so here's the hero of our story. And of course, that hero has internal demons that show up. Could be fear, can be many things, old memories and such that show up and can really muck with the person and stop them, really stop them in their tracks from continuing with their journey. This stuff could also be a reaction to something going on outside of themselves that came in through the five senses. And of course, then we know that the hero in any story does stuff to deal with the inner demons. I've called this stuff demons. It's more of a story kind of look to it, or sound to it. Now we have, the person, the hero, deals with the inner demons and overcomes them. There's my demon over there. It's a cat. Has to show up when I'm doing videos. And now we get over here. Of course, how the hero successfully finishes the journey, goes and gets the ring or whatever. And of course, there's all kinds of stuff that happens, but that's called a story arc, or in this case, the hero's journey. Why is it important to us? Well, you are the hero of your journey. You've got important people to, in quotes, save. Maybe literally save some people, but obviously people to help out. Got to help yourself out, all kinds of stuff. And you're on this journey through life. And obviously you're hoping to be successful and have satisfaction in life. So you are the hero of your journey. You have internal demons like fear and such that can show up and stop you in your tracks. And if you're like me, you've already had that happen to you. These might be just the way you are. Maybe you're a fearful kind of person or a timid kind of person or something. It's just innate inside of you. Or, as I said before, it could be due to some external monster. I put monster. So that would be up here in the five senses where they've shown up. I'll put monster up here. Monster up here. And so you know about it through your five senses. And so it gets down here and shows up as fear. And then, of course, what do you want to do? You want to get away. You want to get away from the monster. Well, monsters always show up in these hero's journey stuff. And it becomes a big part of the story is how does the person overcome their fear or deal with their fear or whatever, of how to deal with their inner demons, because they got to deal with them. They got to, something else has got to, or at least they got to learn how to take them with them. So the heck, we'll just go ahead. We'll just have the fear, and we'll take the fear with us and achieve the journey. Do the big sword fight or the big climb up the mountain or whatever it is to achieve the hero's journey. And so that's you. You have these fears and you want to get rid of them, but sometimes you can't. You just learn how to deal with them, take them with you somehow, and go ahead and move toward your own hero's journey. So whenever we do the ACT matrix, go back to the basic ACT matrix, we're starting here. It doesn't draw. There we go. We're starting here, and then we futz around with the stuff that's getting in the way, because this is the idea. We want to get up here, but as we go up here, oftentimes stuff over here shows up like that, and we go, and sometimes we do away moves, and we really aren't very good at, and these aren't working to get us where we need to go. And somehow we deal with them, we overcome them, we take them with us, whatever, and finally we do this. And of course, all along the way you're noticing, and really what you're noticing is what works. Noticing what works to move you toward your wherever you want to go in life. So there you go, the ACT matrix and the hero's journey. Look down below. There's a link to that website, the actmatrixacademy.com. Admission into the academy is free. I want everybody to learn how to use it. This is just one way of doing it. So go down below and click on that link and sign up for the ACT Matrix Academy. No kidding, just free. You get an email from me every week or so, but it's me. I'm not trying to sell you snake oil or anything. It's just the ACT Matrix. My goal is to get everybody using it around the world. It's a really cool communication tool. You might also like the video or ring that bell. I do post other things, and so but if you want to keep up with all of this, the best way to do it is click on that link to the ACT Matrix Academy and sign up for it and learn how to use the ACT Matrix. So I hope you have the best of luck on achieving your hero's journey. Bye-bye now.